Okay, this is a story that didn't get told. Part of it got told. Cleaning out my showcase over there, I discovered this box. And I going through old cards, I collect memorable cards. And, you know, first this box was made by George, who was my mistress while David was very sick from about 85 or 84 until he died in this very room on a couch behind me. And he was very artistically gifted, but he also was a slut. He was in love with my lover, and they even necked when after they finished the store working together, but in the end David just wouldn't even talk to him. He came in and I said, come in, and he thought David was going to talk to him. And he made this box, just taking an old metal box, and he was very talented in his design work. I mean, it was so beautiful. And inside it says, Dear Randy, 1990. Dear Randy, stay as fit. It says feisted, F-E-I-S-T-E-D. I'm sure he means as feisty. Tomorrow as you are today. Love, George, XXOO. What does that say? I can't really. I don't know what that says. And then with this, there was a card, which he was very elegant. He had great taste. He and David had the same taste. And it says, this is 6/2/86. To a man who's capable of loving two queens and then some. Love, George. I was always a step-around husband, you know. And happiness and peace for you, Randy. You know, and that's a beautiful card that goes with the box. So I had collected cards to show people. First, there was this card from someone who I'll leave nameless, and it just says, to a very special kind of angel. This is from 12/11. This is from a year ago. Dear Randy, I wish you a warm, wonderful New Year's and beautiful New Year's, even and healthy New Year. Even though we only randomly brush into each other over the years, I come through with a special closeness of a friendship and respect for you, for your wisdom and intelligence, and for those who realize, but those who reach out to and share to, including myself and my children. May God always may God always shine on your unique and grant health and happiness. And she signs it with her name and the names of her adopted children. I had another card. She was the one that gave me the angel. Now this is a card. Oh, this is one of the real special cards. This is actually a card from a year ago. Oh, I have to open it. Let me get through these others first. I don't want to break this opening for the video. But anyway, it's open. It's a Christmas card that Tomoko made for me last year. It was hanging up until I took it down. And this was a friend that worked for me, a straight guy who's 76 years old. It says, the main difference let's see, what makes our friendship so great? The main difference is that I keep praying for you. He's a devout Roman Catholic. There are few other differences too. There are many other differences with that an affection. Jerry Hanley. He was a straight man who was a couple of years older than me. He used to manage my shop. A very devout Roman Catholic. We're not exactly birds of a feather. He used to have to deal with all the hustlers and all this stuff. And I opened that later, and I had given him, he gave me inside, because he knows that I'm an atheist. It's Merry Christmas. He said it's a fable. I'll take the trouble to read this aloud at some point, but I want to get through this. We're at 4:35 already. This is Augusta Machado, who sends a picture to a few friends every year, even though, she hardly ever goes for a few blocks from the house. She's 80 years old. I invite her over to dinner. She won't leave. Won't go down a few blocks from my house. This is her this year's picture, and this is her last year's picture. with wonderful, I won't wear all the glories, continue to bless you with health, energy, projects, green, new housing, travel with laughter and joy and love, And this is, thinking of you, this is a letter. This is 8. This is from last year, too. Actually, this is 2 years ago. Dear Randy, my children and I can't thank you enough for your kindness and words of compassion. May God watch over you always. Your friend Bernadette. She has adopted 2 African-American children. One has anger management problems. I mean, it's a very long and complicated thing. Now, this was the evil one that didn't get shown. This is the one I got this year. This is an old postcard. It says, with all kind thoughts and greetings. This is what John Helliker sends me now for Christmas. And there's some postcard 10, says 100 of 146. It's from the last 100 years. It's probably from the 18th century or something. It's an ancient used postcard. Now, he and I have a hate-love relationship, and then I found this card in my things. And now, unlike Jamie's card, who said I was getting sexier, it says, Ice Age, Stone Age, Bronze Age. This is what I want to embarrass him with. Here it is. It says, Dearest Randy, happy birthday for your love from John. And then it has old age, happy birthday. And, so it's a mirror you can see yourself in. Now, that's not really a loving card. But anyway, I'll end this now.